Hello my beautiful people, it is Cherry Heart here and I am back with another video. Yeah. So today I'm doing a tips for baby strippers video. This is my most requested video I've gotten in every hour. I've had someone in my inbox asking for this video, so I'm going to do this for you. I've got 17 things. I think roughly 17 or 10. There's a bit of a difference between that, but anyways. I've also had a few angry people that the fact that I look in the viewfinder and not the camera lens, so I'm going to try my best to look deep into your soul with my fuck me eyes into the camera lens just for you. The sexual tension is real, babe. I know I sound like a bit of a broken record as well, but before I start this video, my Instagram was banned and deleted. So that was 10 out of 10 for that situation. It's been an awful week. Just something every day. Very annoyed about it, but it's fine. I'm keeping a positive eye. It's all good. It's fine. It's fine. I wish this was alcohol. You reckon this goes together? No. Put it away. Not dear. Teasing me. Anyways, so, yeah, I'm a little bit mad about that. The tea on how my Instagram account got taken down and the pettiness behind it will all be explained in my work vlog that's coming out on Sunday, so keep an ear and an eye for that because it's love it for me. Love it. The 2022 is just piping. It's just getting everything out at the beginning of the year and then going, you know what? You can have a good rest of the year. I'm hoping. I'm gonna blow up in 2022. I manifest it. So if you guys could go pretty please follow my Instagram. I lost out on sponsorships, like $3,000 worth. Sponsorships, products. I lost out on like promoting my YouTube and my sneaky link, my ONLYFANS and my TikTok, and they messed with my income real bad. So I'm pretty devastated. I was at like 7,000, nearly 8,000 or yeah, something like that. I just hit 1,000 on my new account. So I'm going to change up the content. I'm going to be releasing content every day on there and like reels and stuff and just going full out because I am devastated, but it's fine. Yeah, anyways, I'm going to get into these notes for you. I'm going to try and do them as quickly as I can, but obviously the most informative as I can because I don't want this video to drag on for 2 hours. I want you guys to be able to get the most information out of a 20-minute long video. So here's hoping I get it at least 20 minutes. So I would also like to say I am technically still a baby dancer. Baby dancer in my terms, because I still am one, I think I'm like intermediate, I don't know, I don't really know, is someone who's just started or just trying to get into the industry. That's like my way at my level, whereas like people who have been dancing for 10 years, I'm a baby dancer. Like I've only been dancing for 1.5 years now or something, so not that long, but a while, like a little bit. I've seen a lot, I make good money. So I feel like I'm allowed to sort of just come on and give you my tips because every other girl hustles differently. I hustle different to the girl next to me. You know the drill. If you are a dancer or are getting into the industry, you're never as better as anyone else. Anyways, because you've been dancing for 10 years doesn't mean that the girl underneath you that's been dancing for 1 year is any less than you. And now we'll get into that. Okay, so just like my OnlyFans video, you need to ask yourself, what is your vibe? At our club, we've got the girls that are girl next door, boss bitch, we've got sinister, we've got gothic, we've got girly, we've got like Barbie kind of girly. We've got so many different types that it's just like we've got submissive, we've got dominatrix. Like there's so much that you could do, and it doesn't have to be like you can put on that persona like on OnlyFans. If you're like a really sweet girl but you want to be a dominatrix, go for it. Nothing's stopping you. You put on that persona. It's your persona. You go to work. You want to be something different? Go for it, babe. If that gives you the confidence, do it. 10 out of 10. I personally am like girl next door, but I'm also very cheeky. Like I tease. You know, every girl you work with is hot. Let's be real here. I was having this conversation with the beautiful Gigi outside the other day. Every girl you work with is hot. All right? They're all hot. Doesn't matter. They're all hot. And you know what? Yeah, hotness gets you a little bit. Hotness gets you a little bit, but it doesn't get you all the way. Have a personality, babe. Like if you have a personality, you are going to get booked so much longer, like beyond belief you will get booked so much longer because people will enjoy talking to you. You're not just silent and a pretty face. you're going to keep the conversation going. So, you know, establishing your vibe, being comfortable with your vibe definitely gives you the personality as well. I will touch more on personality in a little bit, but yeah, establish your vibe. Like, if you want to be dominatrix, go for it. If you want to be girl next door, go for it. I put on this little bit of a persona, but I'm also quite a lot of myself because I already have a bossin personality, so I like to keep that. Play around with it. Play around maybe on OnlyFans, on Twitter. See what gets you likes on Twitter. Like, figure out your vibe when you start dancing. It will help you a lot. I went through so many vibes because we know a little bit of the story. Anyways, I'm boss bitch girl next door vibes now, so it's fine. I leveled up, not being dragged down anymore. I've lost 60 kgs of dead weight. This is tip number 2 about stripping wear. So try lingerie and stripping wear when you start, or on Twitter, OnlyFans, whatever you think is best before you start. Try lingerie and try stripping wear, like exotic wear. From places like Captivating Kitties, Jelly Intimates. All those places have exotic wear like bodysuits and really beautiful things. I personally would love to do a video where I buy a ton of exotic wear from all different stores and try them all on for you guys and show you guys all the difference of it. I don't personally wear it, and I'd probably do a giveaway for you guys, if that makes sense, just because my body type fits lingerie more, and unfortunately I've tried exotic wear and it's not my money making thing, which is what I'm about to touch on. Is when you go to work and you try out lingerie and exotic wear, test trial it for a couple weeks and see what makes you the more money, because at the end of the day, your money making outfit, girls, stick with it. If you've got an outfit that makes you money, who gives a shit that you've worn it 3 days in a row? Like, who cares? As long as it smells nice, you probably should put it through the washer, or at least baby wipe it, for the love of God, girls. Like, we're not wearing dirty clothes here. I'm just saying, that's not what I'm meaning. I'm saying, you know, put it in the wash, baby wipe it, whatever you do, go for gold, whatever makes it clean again, and wear it again. If it makes you money again, cool, you found your money making outfit. Match your outfits, you know, and then one day when you wear something different, people will be like, oh damn, okay. Like, this is, sometimes I'll wear one exotic piece every like 2 months, and then someone's like, oh, she's different today. All right, I might book you. You look different today. I'm like, thanks. That's what I like. I love that energy. All of that energy. The reason I do lingerie is because it accentuates my breasts. I'm trying not to get demonetized. I'm trying to keep monetized here. Tip number 3 is go and suss out clubs. Go and suss out clubs and the vibe and how the girls treat you before applying. This does not mean go off one person's act towards you. That's not what I meant. But like, you know, when I applied to the vault, I walked in as a patron and the girls were lovely. I even had words with managers. Like, I didn't even go up to them personally and ask because I wasn't planning to dance. But they were so beautiful and approached me that it was just like, this is nice. I have heard it's not like that in many clubs. I'm very, very fortunate that my manager is just, all of our managers are just, you know, like if you can find YouTube videos, sorry, I'm staring at the viewfinder again. If you can find YouTube videos that girls have stripped at and they've vlogged it, perfect. Hopefully you'll be able to watch mine of traveling this year, but we'll see how that goes. Probably not. It's looking pretty bad with COVID, but anyways. I know there's a few videos out there. Suss it out. Watch it. Look at the money counts. You know, look at how they talk about the girls treating them. Look at all of that. Go into the club. Suss it out yourself. If one girl's bitchy to you, okay, it's one girl. If 2 girls are bitchy to you, 3 girls, or 4 girls, or 5 girls, all right, take a step back and be like, is this the place I really want to work at? Because no, you don't want to be in an environment where the girls make it awful for you to work. Obviously, if you're I'm here for money and I'm only going to make money, I'm not going to have friends, fair enough, but you still don't need to be rude towards your other girls. So I would take that as a warning, a pre-warning. If you still want to work there because it's the only strip club close to you, then, you know, go for it, suss it out. It could just be their way that they are with approaching girls, because not many people want to dance for girls in strip clubs because we're intense. Alright? Girls are intense. Well, I'm not, but girls are intense to give dances to. I'm probably like one of the only girls that will dance for girls because, babes, just because you have a vagine doesn't mean you can touch my vagine. Respect your veteran strippers. Anyone who has been stripping longer than you, respect. Even the girls that are coming in with you that are baby dancers as well, respect, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a beautiful thing. Respect. Because you are no better than anyone else. You can always learn new things. It doesn't matter. Even if you've been dancing for 10 years and someone comes in and they had no different stuff than you, what are you gonna do? Ask them. Because don't you want to learn new things? Don't you want to improve your skills? I don't understand. Baby dancers who come in and think they rule the world because they make money with a few little dances, like, yeah, good, you're making money, but don't be rude to any girl that's offering to help you. I'm still like, please help me. Even though I know what makes me money, I'm still like to the girls, hey, how do you do that on pole? Even though I don't do pole on stage, I still like learning it afterwards. I'm not gonna, if the girls are like, oh, do you want me to show you a better way to do that? I'm like, please, like, go on, show me right now. Show me. Don't be rude about it. You are lucky girls are even offering to help you because they're giving away their tricks. They're giving away their secrets. You know, they're giving away the things that make them money. And, you know, it is a competitive environment. So be counting your lucky stars if girls actually offer to help you. Don't be rude about it. No. Don't ever think you're better than any of your girls because you have earned more in one night. Oh boy. If you are a baby stripper and you've earned more than one of the girls that's been there for 10 years, just don't run your mouth about it. Like, it's really disrespectful, one. You shouldn't be doing that to anyone. Doesn't matter how long they've been dancing. And two, no one's going to have sympathy for you if you've had a really rough night because it's just rude. Like, you're not going to go up to someone and be like, oh my God, look, someone just tipped me $400. Look at it. Like, no. You know, and your girls should be supportive of how much you're making. Yes. But don't run around and be like, oh my God, I made more than her and she's been dancing for 10 years and I've only been here for 2 weeks. Like, how did that happen? Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I know all the girls watching this wouldn't, but there are some. There's always one. Have a variety of heels. Oh boy. If Katie's watching this, she's gonna have a giggle. So, this is something I did not do. For a year, I wish I had them here. I need to put them in like a glass casing because I will never touch them again. For one singular year, I had no other shoes but one pair. One busted, crusted, and rusted pair of pastel pink boots that had rips and tears and like blood spatters. Yeah, blood spatters. Like blood spatters from me. I don't even know. I just scraped myself. I don't know. Fell down the stairs. I don't know. They were like coming apart at the heel. I'd walk and they'd click. And you know, it was like that for 4 months and I still was like, nah, that's right. I'll be cool. And then like I fell in them and I hurt my knee and that was good fun fresh. Again. And then, actually no, that wasn't in those heels. Those were new ones. Anyways. And then I was like, I should probably get some new ones. So I went and got myself a Facebook Marketplace. These beautiful little, actually here they are. My first ever stiletto pair of stripping heels. These ones, they're pretty cool. I like can fist them. Yeah, so I got these. And these ones are like $50 and I just wanted to test the waters to see if I liked these. These ones are only a 7-inch. My boots were 8 inches. These ones were so much better for my feet to walk in. I could stand all night. Boots, no. Like, everyone's different with their feet. Mine just couldn't take boots. I don't know why, but I think it's because of this stuff. It's actually like grips your feet and I've got like really curved, like in part of my foot. So I got these and then I got my beautiful glitter ones that I pair with everything. I don't care. They go with anything, all right? But definitely have a variety of heels because you don't want to be like me and wearing outfits where pink busted up boots just look awful. And the girls would be like, that looks awful. I'm like, I know. I know. So, yeah. I think that was like when I leveled up when I got rid of those shoes. You can just find them online, like literally type in pleases. If you type in pleases, a bunch of stuff will come up. I always get mine from Shoe Me. You can even get them in places in Brisbane and Gold Coast and all that. Like Toowoomba doesn't really have a pleaser store or anything that really sells that apart from one sex store and they're real crappy. But you can get them in Brisbane. There's quite a few stores in Brisbane. Just look them up. So this is something that I will be doing. This is number 7. Look up lap dances and how to give lap dances before you start. I will be doing a video on how to give a lap dance because it's really daunting. I never did. And I walked in here and I was like, what do I do? What do I do? I didn't get demo, nothing. I was just like throwing in. I was like, but you know what? Probably because I was throwing in is how I came up with the weird moves that I have. I don't know. Like, I do a lot of body rolls because I feel like that's entertaining for people. They're like, oh, wow. Especially when they're drunk, they're like, wow. I'm like, yeah, I shake my ass a lot, like on their laps and stuff. So, but like no grinding, you gotta keep it away. But I'll explain all of that in a lap dance video for you guys. But definitely look up like examples. It will help you, but make sure you look up like whatever state you're in, because every state has different rules. Every club has different rules. Not every club is the same. So, you know, there is grinding allowed in some clubs, not ours. It will definitely help you guys looking it up, because I know how daunting it is walking into that lap room going, I don't know what I'm doing. I've started now when we have baby dancers, I always be like, do you want me to like help you with something? I'll take them into the lap room if it's quiet on like a Wednesday or a Thursday, and I'll show them a few moves, and that's all good and fresh. Like if I have time, I'll do it. Cause I know it's so rough, but you know, not everyone at clubs are happy to do that. You could probably ask anyone at my club and they'd be like, yeah, right, I'll teach you, because my club is just beautiful. Like we're all want to help each other and make sure that we're all doing as best as we can, because we're all family, but not every club's like that, unfortunately. So yeah, you will be helped in some cases, but some cases you won't be. So I will be doing a lap dance video. I have been requested that one quite a few times. So yeah, if there's girls you get along with, ask if you can hustle with them for a few hours. Sometimes they'll say no, and that's completely okay. You don't have to be offended if they say no. And if you're a girl watching this who has had people ask you, babe, you can say no. You don't have to say yes. Like, don't think you're inclined to say yes because someone's asked to hustle with you. Because sometimes they are a better alone hustler, and you're not going to learn anything anyways if you're hustling along with someone who is an alone hustler, because they're not going to have their groove. If you've got someone that can switch in between the two, perfect. Like, I've got a couple of girls that have asked me if they can hustle with me. I'm completely fine with it. Unfortunately, we keep missing each other though, which is like, oh well, it is what it is. One day, indigo, one day. But you know, everyone has different techniques, and if you want to learn something, don't be afraid to ask. Like, and don't be afraid to say no too if you're the girl on the other side of that. Don't be afraid to say no. But yeah, if you want to learn something and you like the way a girl works, ask. Everyone's way is so interesting, because I'm very much like, hey, how you going? I'm like, you want to get my tits in your face while my ass shakes? Like, that sounds like a pretty good deal. You know, is it your first time? Cherry's gonna pop your cherry. Like, you know, there's all those little things, they work. But you wouldn't pick up on that stuff unless you actually want to go hustle with someone. So definitely ask the girls in your club, because sometimes they'll say yes. Make sure you don't become dependent on hustling in a group of two though. You'll lose money. Oh babe, I wish someone told me this. I was such a good lone hustler, and then I hustled in a pair for, I think it was like 5 months, and oh my God, the money I lost is just devastating, because they've got to pay double. You know, they don't split the price. You've got to pay double, and so you're going to get smaller dancers, and they're going to choose one or the other, and it's just like, it's just the way it goes, unfortunately. As long as you don't become dependent, sorry, I keep flicking back and forth. As long as you don't become dependent on hustling in two, you'll be right. But as soon as you start hustling in two, when that person is away sick, you're going to struggle and you're going to lose even more money. Like, you've got to make sure you at least hustle, maybe split it in half by yourself and with someone else. Unless you guys go ham together and you guys are like pulling in a lot of money every time, and you know you can work well as a single and a double, like, go for gold. Stay active on social media. Give your Insta to everyone you do dances for, even people who just buy you drinks. This is how I built up a good following. This is how I built up, before I got banned, this is how I had like 100 people following me a night, because every time I would talk to someone, do you want my Instagram? You want my Instagram? You want my Instagram? You want my Instagram? Like, and then they would text me when they're coming in, or they would see my promotions for my OnlyFans and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It works. Make sure that you are active on social media, posting every day, posting on your stories. Like, I want to do a bigger video on Instagram itself for sex work, because it's very difficult and you're constantly riding a fine line. I also want to do a completely separate video on Twitter. I might combine the two. I'm not too sure yet. I've had a lot of people ask about the Twitter situation. So I will be doing that. It's a lot of work, but it is worth it because you will constantly have it, like you will constantly be in people's heads. They will constantly see you pop up on their feeds. They're going to remember you if you're constant with your posting. Like, they will come in, they'll see you, they'll pay for your OnlyFans, you know, they might even tip you, they might even send you something on Beamit. Like, you don't know, but to keep that, you've got to keep it so consistent. And that's why I was so pissed about losing my Instagram, is because I know how many people I lost that just tipped me randomly through Beamit, that subscribed to my OnlyFans once in a blue moon because I'd see like my thing pop up, who would text me when they were coming in. Social media is such a big thing for sex work. I don't think people realize how much more money it can make you. As soon as I started putting in the effort to social media with my Instagram, oh my god, the amount of people that started coming in being like, hey, where's Cherry? I would accumulate money from that side through that side of social media. It's just so worth it. Be nice, ladies. Be nice, especially to patrons, unless they insult you. The stories I have, yeah, I don't really know how much I can talk about it, but I've seen this. So this one girl I was friends with was just ruthless, and unfortunately, because I was there, it backfired on me too. They thought I was the same as her. Like, obviously, when they would start insulting me, I'd be like, take a step back, not me. But she would throw drinks and etc. and our poor manager would always have to be like, do you want some free drinks? And then obviously she left, so it was fine, all good and dandy. Reputations got built back with me and the patrons, and all is good. But be nice to your patrons. Especially just because they don't want to buy a dance from you doesn't mean they hate you. It just means you're not their type, or maybe they don't have money just yet, or maybe they're not looking to spend just yet. That is okay. Don't throw a drink on them because you're not their type and they don't want to take you for a dance. Even if you're stressed on money, because, oh my god, you will ruin reputations, and it's just not good. And it's not good for your working career. It's just not good. Unless they are being completely rude to you and they are insulting you, go off your nut. Go for gold. Like, unless they've assaulted you, unless they've touched you inappropriately, hands off, go for gold. But in the cases of them just saying, oh no, I'm all good, thanks, just don't be rude, because you're ruining it for the rest of us. Appreciate every dance you get. Even in quiet season, even that 5-minute dance, it's still going towards paying your bill. I know it's not what you hoped for, but it's still something. Don't get upset with them because they're going to feel like shit the entire time you're dancing for them, because they're going to feel very unappreciated. Appreciate every dance you get. And then sometimes they'll be like, oh, you know, like I still dance very, very full out for my 5-minute dances, because if they know that you're putting in the effort, most times they'll rebook. And I know a lot of girls I've talked to have gone, nah, not if they're doing 5 minutes. I don't know. For me personally, I will still dance the way I dance for someone in a 15-minute booking. What I say to them is half an hour and an hour, I will take off my shoes and I do more extravagant moves for you. 5, 10, and 15, the shoes stay on. You get very similar. You just get longer of it. So I can do a bit more. It's not so rushed, etc., etc. But I will still put in the effort. I won't be like, because if they like what they see, they'll rebook you. It's like, it works for me. It might not work for you, and that's perfectly fine, but it definitely works for me. Okay, can you answer this down in the comments, please? Do you like me back here, or do you like me up here? Because like my back is sore, so I want to lean against this, but I feel like this is really going to annoy you guys if I'm like leaning back here. Don't get competitive with your girls. Don't do it. This job is already hard enough. You don't need to be an asshole to the people that should be your family. Like, don't do it. Just because someone got booked all night and you haven't, don't be an asshole about it. Your time will come. If you're an asshole about it, karma ain't gonna repay you, babe. You're not gonna get booked tomorrow because stripper god's gonna be like, nah, you can wait now. Don't be competitive about it. Love your girls. Support your girls. If they walk out and they're like, oh my god, I just got an hour dance in quiet season, like I'm so proud of myself. Congratulate them. Don't sit there and be petty. Love them. Congratulate them. Because at the end of the day, they're going to walk out there and they're going to have the confidence. If you crush their confidence and she doesn't make money, boy, I'll like at you. Like, don't do it. What's your alcohol intox? It can make you look sloppy and scare patrons away. If it's quiet and you're scaring patrons away by acting a mess, girls will begin to get angry with you. So that is what I've written down. Girls will get cranky with you if it's quiet and you're off your nut and you're scaring everyone away. It's just going to be not a good time. And they're going to probably hold a grudge against you because you've just messed with someone's income. I know some clubs are quite heavily into the drinking culture. They will give you a shot at the beginning of your shift and on the house and like get you to drink and get you to drink. My opinions on that, I don't think you should be forcing anyone to drink. I think if you want to drink on your shift, cool, watch your alcohol and tox. Not only because of you scaring patrons away, because you're no longer in control. If you're doing a lap dance and you bend down and you're like, wow, pretty, something on the floor, oh my God, I'm so drunk. Whoo. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you know it's not safe for you. You want to be safe. Like, you want to make sure you don't get assaulted. You want to make sure you don't fall off a pole. You want to make sure you don't fall off the side of the stage, because I've done that and I wasn't even drunk. I just fell off the side of the stage. I can't even imagine how that would have been if I was drunk. Like, you know, I will have one or two and I know my limits, and that will be one and then one. And I'm like, okay, cool. And honestly, not very much, like very, very rarely, unless someone offers to buy me a drink during the lap dance, will I really drink. It's just the fact of me not being in control is kind of a terrifying aspect to me. And I just would rather make sure I'm not going to pass out as I'm twerking, you know? So another one is how to get into the industry, which is a very, very common question for me. This is just sort of all tips for baby strippers, but this one is how to get into the industry. I know that some clubs do require a trial / audition. So you go in and you audition for the night. They see how you went. They see if you're fit for the job, and then they'll call you back or they'll let you know on the night. I did a trial, so I did a Wednesday, and then they told me to come back on the Thursday, and then I did the Friday, Saturday, and then they asked me to come back as a home girl. Don't be stressed if you don't make shit tons of money on those first 2 nights. They're not expecting you to. They're seeing if you're actually going to do the job. They're seeing if you're going to go out on the floor, you're going to hustle, you're going to work your ass off. And that you're not just going to sit out the back and sleep all night. They're testing to see if you're right for the job. Because yes, even though you are a subcontractor, don't spend all your time sleeping out the back. There's no money in the change room, babe. Like, you know, it's just that sort of ordeal. Anyways, that's sort of my opinion on that, is like, if you want to just sit down and debrief, you go and sit on the floor on your phone, like, you know, watch if someone comes in, go out for a smoke, or let's see when people are coming in. And obviously if you need a breather, go out the back. I'm not saying you shouldn't be like spending time at the back at all, but if you're just like, there's nothing to do, I can't be bothered, like no babe, just go sit on the floor on your phone, you'll find someone, like someone will come in. Oh, another thing with how to get into the industry is text some of the girls that may work there and be like, hey, does your club prefer me to come in and introduce myself first? Should I send through a resume online first? Should I call up? Like, you know, I have had girls do that with me. I'm like, okay, this is how you apply online. Like, you don't need to overcompensate, but definitely ringing around may help you in some circumstances. Some clubs maybe apply online, apply in the club, apply over the phone. Like, you won't know until you text maybe one of the girls and ask politely, not being pushy, not asking for her to get you an audition, but just asking how to apply. Number 16, this is the lucky last one. Have fun and enjoy the job. I love my job. I get so excited to go to work every single night. I love my job. Even when it's quiet, I love my job. Because it's different. It's so different. And I feel like not many people know the job at all. And it's just like, feels like your own little world and you're in control, and it's so empowering, and just, I love it. I love it. So this is something I'm going to say on the opposite side of it. If you begin to hate and dread going to this job, don't go. Don't do it. Have a break. Maybe take a month break, a 2-month break, or even a week break. Take a break, take a breather. If you come back and you still say, I can't do this, I don't want to do this, don't do it. Don't push yourself. If you are not wanting to be there, you're going to be a downer. Like, you're going to bring the negative energy girls are going to feed off that negative energy because we're all girls. We all have synced up stuff. We're all going to like feed off your negative energy. You know, go home, debrief, cry in the bedroom, eat some popcorn, watch a movie, cry for the week, come back debriefed. You know, you aren't forced to do this job. It's an incredible job as long as you like it. And if you don't like it, that's completely fine. Don't feel ashamed at all if you don't like it. Go on to something else. No one's ever going to be angry at you because you don't like a job. That's stupid. Like, you will be incredible at what you put your brain to, and if you decide that sex work is not one of them, then don't do it. But that's my word on that. You know, there's been days where I'm like, I don't know if I can get out of bed today. And I've taken it off, and then I go to work, I'm like, woo, let's make some money. Like, it's so, ew, that was cringe. It's such a, like, it is, it's training on your mental health, and don't you ever feel bad for not being able to do it one day or the next. I'm not saying if you feel mentally drained one day and you go, I don't know if I can do this tonight, that you need to take a break off because we're going to feed off your negative energy. No, it's if you're coming to work and be like, I hate this job, I don't know how much longer I can do it, I'm dancing, like, I'm only getting my vagina out from dirty old men, like, blah, 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 blah. When people say that, I'm like, well, go away then. Like, I don't go get a different job with all. But if you are just mentally drained, stay home, babe. Have some ice cream, watch that movie, and come back refreshed and ready to make that money. So guys, that was my most highly requested video. The request was sort of like, you know, tips for baby strippers / how do we get into the industry. There's only really 2 things that I answered about how to get into the industry, and they are kind of the only things that you need to know. But as always, if you do have any more questions, please feel free to leave them in the just in the comments. I will be answering them. I will be doing that lap dance video with you soon. Next week, I think I'm going to do the how to promote yourself on either Instagram or Twitter, probably the Twitter one first and then the Instagram one. My vlog will be out Monday. It's only a Wednesday vlog, but I spill some of the tea there for you guys. And if you guys could pretty please go follow my Instagram from my description, my new one, that would be bless. Please help me get back to where I was because it's quiet season. I'd really like my sponsorships back, please. But as always, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell notification so you never miss a video from me, and I will see you beautifuls in the next one. Yeah.